And the first person that I would like to trade away, I mean, I can't because he's not on any of my rosters, but if he were, I'd be trading away DeShaun Watson. I'm going to talk about him very quickly. This isn't even about all of the terrible off the field issues. It's not even about that. Personally, I don't like to have him on my teams for that reason, but no harm, no foul if you do. That's fine. Some people can compartmentalize that, and that's all good. It's all up to the way that you want to play fantasy football.
That's right.
I like having players on my team that I can root for. I don't like these kind of guys on my team. But anyways, enough about that. The actual fantasy value portion of this on the field, still not great. Because I know people are excited in terms of he's back and they remember what his fantasy value was the last time that he played. But he's going to the Browns. He's going to a Kevin Stefanski Browns offense. We have 3 years of Stefanski. He's either a head coach or offensive coordinator where we can see what this looks like for his quarterbacks. And it ain't good. We've got pass attempts. They've never ranked above 28th in the league under Stefanski. Passing yards, never higher than 23rd in the league. Passing touchdowns are fine, basically middle of the road, not good enough to make up for those other two statistics. And there's still the issue we do have to consider where the off the field meets the on the field part, which is we don't know what the suspension is going to look like for him yet. It's very, very likely he misses a good chunk, if not all, of the 2022 season. The Browns basically factored that into their contract with him. That's basically how it was structured, was saying, well, good chance he's out for 2022. Now you've got a quarterback who's been out of football for 2 years that you have to hold on your roster for another year. When he comes back, will he look the same? Maybe. Maybe he will. I mean, from a pure talent perspective, sure, maybe. But again, he's not coming back to his old offense. He's not coming back to having to be the hero of the offense. He's coming back to a defensive-minded, run-heavy offense. And none of that makes me want him. Again, all of the other stuff aside, I'd much rather take like a Trevor Lawrence or a Trey Lance plus like a first-round pick, which is pretty much what the value would be like right now before the suspension and stuff comes down. If you wait too long, though, that's not going to be the case. That value is going to go away fast once the reality sinks in. That's what I'm saying. Get him off your team right now. Again, however you want to play this game, fine. But try to get the most points at least. And I do not believe that DeShaun Watson is going to be that guy for your team.
Yeah, it's really hard to say, only because, yes, Stefanski, that's the type of offense he likes to run. But let's be honest, he's never had a quarterback quite like DeShaun Watson at his disposal either. Baker, not much of a rusher. Kirk Cousins, not much of a rusher. I mean, yes, they can both scramble and pick up some yards on the ground if the pocket breaks down, but that's typically not what either one of them want to do. They want to throw the ball downfield and pass, or just hand the ball off to their amazing running backs that they have on their respective teams. So it is hard to say how this offense will look moving forward with Watson, and even if he does play this year, which I think he will. I don't think he'll be suspended for the entire season, honestly. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how that all plays out. I'm with you. I don't have him on any teams. I'm not actively trying to trade for him at this point, only because he's been out of football for over a year now. And has he kept himself in game shape? I'm assuming so. I mean, he was at practice all year long last year. It's not like he was just sitting at home doing nothing. So he just wasn't suiting up and playing on Sundays. So I'm assuming he's still in game shape, but how rusty is he going to be trying to learn a whole new offense? Not only a whole new offense, but brand new wide receiver in town, which I'll be talking about next year, foreshadowing. And yeah, so it's hard to say how this is all going to fit together with the team, and so yeah, I'm a little bullish on him. I'm not. I'm personally going to try to stay away as well. If you could trade him away right now, I mean, you could get, especially in the Superflex league, probably 2 firsts plus for him. I mean, people are anointing him top 5 finish this season, and which, yes, traditionally that's what he's done, and he's had worse offensive pieces around him. But he also
and no
never
running
had,
game.
I would
He's
say he had no
historically never
running
had a
game.
running game.
Yep, that's just what I was going to say. He had no running game, so he had to throw it downfield and rush a lot. So, yeah, I'm with you, Jake, on this one. I don't. I would try to trade him now while the value is high.